Hey guys, Commissioner Jimmy T. Smith. It's April 5th, and this is my weekly wrap-up. First item I'd like to touch on is the Citrus County Community Charitable Foundation. This is an organization that I'm the vice president of, as well as the chair of the Communications Committee. And what this organization does, and you may or may not know, is it is generating revenue from the lease of the hospital. And that money then is given through a grant process into the community. Well, that grant process has started. So if you are a not-for-profit organization that is helping to fulfill a unmet medical need, or you have a new program or research that you want to do, you're eligible to apply for a grant through the Citrus County Community Charitable Foundation. So if you want to know more, go to cccf.us. Again, that's 4 C's and a F, .us. And check out our grant process. So right now we're accepting letters of intent. Through that, we'll let you know if you're eligible to move forward in the grant process. So there's a couple $100,000 available. If you haven't read the article in the paper, it provides a lot of information as well. But go to the website, check it out. Next, during the week, I was able to go to Tallahassee with some of the leaders of what's called the Veterans Village Project. This is a project that's been worked on. The county has granted some land for the Veterans Village. There is a nonprofit group that has organized to be able to build and potentially create the Veterans Village. This would be a assisted living facility, an LELF, that would be positioned right next to the County Resource Center in Locators, which is, of course, also home of the VA clinic. So this is a way to hopefully reduce the cost of individuals who are in assisted living facilities who are veterans, as well as ensure there's the ability to have wraparound services centrally located. We think this is a great idea. The leaders of this project went to Tallahassee. We spoke to Director of Florida Department of Veterans Affairs, Danny Burgess, about this project. And we had also had them talking to people such as the governor about this, how this is potentially going to save us a lot of money. An example is a new nursing home through the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs cost about $60 million to provide service to about 120 plus to 140 individuals. Hugely expensive, and you wonder why there's never enough money to take care of veterans. So we suggest this model. We hope that they'll be able to do this. Now, this is already an appropriations asked by by Representative Mazzullo and Senator Simpson. So we're hoping that this additional information will help support our legislative delegation in the state level to help get this appropriations passed and get more money and help create a system that will drop the cost of health care for veterans and allow us to provide better services to them. Next, got to meet the firefighters, and my last video and my last statement, and even on the board, I said that the firefighters, when they run to emergency, say an accident, that because they are not ALS certified, that they were not qualified to be able to provide services. Well, that's untrue. They are, the truth is I misspoke. They're actually qualified, but they're not authorized. Because they're not ALS certified, they're not authorized to provide that service. So we had to sit down, and they let me know how very wrong I was in the words I used. I'm human, make mistakes. But they set me straight, and so yes, they are qualified. They're just not authorized. And the goal is to allow them to be able to provide services at appropriate emergencies. The next County Commission meeting will be April 9th at 1 p.m. And on there, of course, I have something on the agenda, and that is to talk about amending the sign ordinance to allow for temporary posting of off-site signage. So if you have a U-Pick event for agriculture, and they want to say put out a sign off-site to encourage people to come locally to pick blueberries or whatever happens to be growing at that time, strawberries or others, they are currently not allowed to post signs off-site to advertise for this. So we're going to have this discussion. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop in on the Agriculture Alliance at 8 a.m. on Monday morning and ask for them to support that and give input to that. So that's my agenda item. So been told that the videos are a little bit on the long side. I need to be more single subject and try and keep it under 5 minutes. So it's about 5 minutes. If you want more information, go to the Citrus website, Citrus County BOCC website, and that's citrusbocc.com. Scroll down on the left-hand side and you'll see agendas and minutes. Click on that and follow it to the link that will eventually have a calendar, and on there scroll down to the April 9th meeting. Either get the agenda or the agenda packet, which is much more detailed, and you'll be able to find out exactly what's going on. So again, this is Commissioner Jimmy T. Smith trying to shorten up my weekly wrap-ups, and I hope you have a great weekend. It's a little wet, but it's actually pretty beautiful, warm weather. So enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.